Hi, I'm David Colby from Fluoriq.
Hi, David. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate your time. Let's start at the beginning. Tell us your Genesis story. How did Fluoriq come to life, and what made you decide to turn it into a business?
Well, thank you. It's great to be here today. I'm happy to share our story. So I'm trained as a chemist and a pharmacist, and I've spent my career developing novel chemicals that can be used in the pharmaceutical as well as the biotech industries. And recently we had a very key invention where we didn't just make chemicals, we made a new class of solvents that has enormous implications for enabling technologies in the pharmaceutical and biotech. Specifically, they allowed us to solve a problem that would create the first real-time non-invasive pain diagnostic. The initial chemical technology, that discovery was made in 2022. Obviously, we filed patents as well as move forward on our device. And currently we are pursuing capital so that way we can grow our business.
That is exciting that is happening here in Mississippi. You mentioned capital. Tell me about your capital journey. What's it been like raising funding for a biotech company, and where are you at in the process now?
Well, we're enjoying it every step of the way. Our company has been supported through the Mississippi Fast Phase Zero Award. Last year, we successfully placed in the Oxford Co-Builders Pitch Competition, and we're slated to go in front of the dog tank tomorrow. So it's a really exciting time for us. We've also recently launched a crowdfunding campaign, and we've raised money from over 16 investors. Our target goal is to raise about $350,000, which will help us to get to our minimum viable product. That would be a real-time pain diagnostic, so that way we can scale from there.
What will be next? What are you most excited to get going once you receive that funding? What are you looking forward to heading into 2026?
So 2026 will really be a key year for our company to grow, to create this product, and then push forward in clinics. Initially, we'll launch around the state of Mississippi and then scale across the Southeast. Now, there's a huge need in the United States for new treatments and new ways to address pain. For example, there are over 50 million people in the United States that suffer from chronic pain. And what that means is in 2025, over $720 billion was spent on their issues associated with chronic pain. And chronic pain is actually the major contributor for long-term disability. So there are huge needs to help doctors as well as patients address chronic pain. And it also goes, many people know that being on these powerful painkillers can become very addicting. And last year in 2025, over 60,000 people died from opioid addiction. So it's a huge problem that we're trying to address. And what we plan to bring to market is a way for doctors to quantitatively get a biomarker for pain that will enable them to guide treatment, help them decide whether to put patients on different painkillers, whether they should come off them, and avoid addiction, and have them better achieve treatment outcomes rather than deal with these terrible side effects.
And that is powerful. That's pretty kind of hits home for me because I have a father who suffers with chronic pain and has been diagnosed as a mental issue, and he's pretty much gone really downhill from it, and no one could figure it out. So I hope this comes through and you'll be able to help so many people. That's wonderful. Talk to me about the role the Mississippi ecosystem has played, and how has Innovate Mississippi helped along the way?
Innovate Mississippi has been enormously useful. They have a great team. They've helped us not only to develop our company, develop our pitch, but introduce us to the ecosystem in the state of Mississippi, which is great for small businesses. They've helped us with our customer discovery. We're actually working with the M-City team down in Vicksburg with their startup founders program, again, focused on developing your pitch deck, finding capital, doing customer discovery, building and scaling your business. As I mentioned before, our Mississippi Phase Zero FAST Award helps us to apply for federal funding. That's non-dilutive funding that we can use to grow our business. We've also pursued state funding, and Innovate Mississippi has really been an integral part every step of the way. And I'm looking forward tomorrow to get to that pitch competition, because I'm sure there'll be members there that we can meet up with as well.
Yes, it'll be a good networking opportunity. The pitch competitions are so electric and so full of excitement. And tell us, if people want to learn more about Fluoriq or connect with you, how can they get in touch or find you best?
Well, the easiest way to find me is just david@fluoriq.com, or just go to our company webpage at fluoriq.com, and that's spelled FLUORIQ.com. It's really a play of our interest in using the fluorine atom, which is a unique atom, using it to build chemicals that can be enabling. So we're focused on this non-invasive pain diagnostic. We have other aspirations as well. We really believe that this first product could be transformative. And as you mentioned, I believe with your father, if you think about pain, most everyone experiences pain, but we don't have a biomarker. If we have high blood pressure, we have cholesterol tests, we have all sorts of diagnostics, but for something as simple as pain, we have nothing. And the way doctors diagnose is ask, on a pain scale, rate your pain from 1 to 10. Well, we can do a lot better than that. The science is actually there, so our product is past proof of concept, and actually giving validated biomarkers for pain are enormously useful. Fluoriq brings that product that enables what's well known in the scientific literature into creating a product which we hope can put into healthcare clinics, hospitals, and really make a nice at-home test as well.